I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. My pa used to say, there ain't no use worrying about the things you can't change. If it's my fate to be ended by a dragon, so be it. Meantime, I'll live my life the way I want to. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steed.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are? If the guards would listen to Viola, they'd have caught the butcher by now. I love my husband, but he can be a bit dull at times. Ugh. I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this stench off me. What do you need? Good morning. Need something?
Come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. All right, then.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall. Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too. When I'm cutting wood, I pretend there's an Imperial soldier's head on the stump. Well, hello. Well, hello.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close? My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy. Yes?
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the head with backs. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's motto.
Everyone says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much. I try not to think of her, but sometimes the simplest thing will remind me.
It's confusing.
No mother should have to bury her daughter. Yes?
Right, that makes sense. Kind of a messy metal anyway.
Exactly.
If you need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum. Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
Yes?
Lord Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
Yes, that's right. Whether or not I'm interested depends on what you've got, of course.
I have some things that belong to my daughter, Frigga. She won't be needing them anymore.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, I'll take a look. Just bring them by whenever it's convenient for you.
Is Ulfric's armor done yet?
Oh, want to take my time with it.
Can I help with it? Maybe just the cuirass?
This is more delicate work than you're used to.
I did that engraved piece just last month.
This is the royal armor last. Maybe in a few years.
Need something? Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm. Fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for? Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth? Very well. There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice? Good day to you.
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere. It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum.
Out of nowhere, she made the most amazing leaks.
Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim.
She was so proud.
Thank you for your custom.
You must be
Come and
suffering
browse my
terribly.
fine selection.
I wish there was some way I
Everything's
could help.
fresh and delicious.
You've done more than enough already. You've been a good friend in a time of need, and we won't forget that. I'm sorry I lost myself for a moment there. I just need some time to get over the loss.
Assorted wares and tools you just can't live without. Come and see for yourself.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need. I try to keep Grimvar safe, but these are dangerous times. Yes, it is quite sad. A young boy, Aventus Aretino, lost his mother recently and was sent to an orphanage. But he has returned home, and people have heard strange chanting. They say it's the Black Sacrament, the ritual to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Why a little boy would want to contact a group of murderers is beyond me. But he is inviting evil into this city. When Grimvar asks me why women are being killed around the city, I don't even know what to say to him. Ever tried taking care of children? It can be a nightmare. And what might you need, Need something? Need something?
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
You're a war hero, Dunwolf. Ulfric will listen to you.
It's not that simple. Ulfric wants Skyrim for the Nords. He doesn't trust what he calls outsiders.
You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, run-down buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult.
I'll speak to Ulfric soon, but I make no promises that I can change his mind.
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? Good. Too many Nords in this town have been listening to Ulfric's narrow-minded words. He's tough, loyal to his men, and a good leader. But if you're not a Nord, Ulfric will never trust you. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no truce, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. Yes, it is. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfir. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Safe journeys, Sword Brother.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some. Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while. I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a number of items from adventurers like yourself. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
No one bought any flowers again today. I don't know what to do.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong. The Grey Quarter's not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad. Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the corner club on his own. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. It was a pleasure.
How splendid. Another Nord. Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. The College of Winterhold is the only place in Skyrim open-minded enough to teach magic. Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on apprentices once in a while. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff? Well, come back when you do, my friend. Come back when you do.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. Be careful. Captain, that murderer could be anywhere, and anyone.
Elda, you know better than to believe every idiot traveler that wanders through.
But they're saying that one of them freed Ulfric. That he's in league with them.
Think about how ridiculous that sounds. Come
Captain Lonely Gale has been avoiding me. I just know it. Captain Lonely Gale. This here's Candle got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Have you thought about my Enjoy your stay. And don't break
I've
nothing.
thought about it, but I'm not sure it's such a good idea.
Oh, I see. Is it still too soon?
Yes, I think that must be it. My wife hasn't been gone that long after all. Ask me again on another day.
I'm sorry to be such a bother. We'll talk another time. Those dark elf refugees will take over this city if we aren't careful. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Windhelm. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durrot lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Yeah? What?
Every
Until
night,
next time.
walk around the Grey Quarter and let them grayskins know what I think of them.
Huh?
I own Holyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you,
I must say, mind yourself.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them.
It's good to spend some time on solid land.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest. I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've
For
come
the
to the right
darkness has
place.
passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
A life on the river makes for weak legs, so I do a lot of walking when we dock.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass.
Only thing I hate worse than those scalebacks are them filthy Greyskins. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor elves, too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. But what do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Watch out some Greyskin doesn't pick your pocket.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to...